Some days ago, I moved into my new house in New York. Actually, I wanted a house near my office, and this house was in the perfect distance. This house was a really beautiful two-story building, but in the whole house, I was living all alone. So I really needed someone to stay with. Every day I went office and came back home after a long stress day, and there was no one to talk to. One day, after coming back from my office, I was writing my diary, when suddenly I heard something from my backyard. At first I ignored it, but after some time it started to come continuously. I was alone in the house, so it was abnormal to hear any sound from the backyard. So I went to check, and what I saw there really surprised me. I saw there was a little boy playing with a ball in the backyard. He was almost 4 to 5 years old. It was almost 8 p.m. at night. Every door was closed. But then how he entered there? I went near the boy and asked, "Hey, who are you? How you came inside?"
The backyard door was opened.
He answered and continued playing. I looked at the door and went to see it, but the door was actually locked. "But the door is locked," I said towards him.
I locked it after coming inside.
I came back to him. "What's your name and where do you live?"
I'm Peter.
He looked at me and said, his blue eyes were sparkling, "Oh, but where do you live, Peter?" I again asked, but he didn't give me any answer. He just continued kicking his ball. After some seconds, I asked, "Don't you have to go home? Your mom must be waiting."
No, she's not.
It was really odd to hear this type of answer from a kid like him. "But why did you come here?"
Because you were feeling lonely, aren't you?
He said, looking at me with a little smile. Yeah, but
Can you give me some cookies? I'm hungry.
he said, looking at me. Sure, I answered and went to the kitchen. I took the cookie jar. While coming to the backyard, I was thinking to take him to the police station to find his parents. But when I reached, I saw Peter was gone, and the backyard door was opened. Maybe he went home, I thought, and closed the door. The next day, I came home late, at almost 9 p.m. I came inside and kept my handbag, and then went for water in the kitchen. But when I turned on the lights, I saw Peter was sitting in a chair and eating cookies. He got astonished to see me. "Peter, what are you doing here?" I said in an angry voice.
I was hungry, and I love cookies.
He said in a sweet way. I took a deep breath and said, "But how did you come inside?" Again from the backyard door? He nodded and took a bite. I went near him and said, "Fine, eat some. But why you went away yesterday?" He concentrated on his eating and didn't answer. I took a chair and sat beside him. He was eating hungrily. "Do you want something more to eat?" I asked.
No, I just want these.
I smiled.
Can I take some with me?
He asked eagerly. "Yeah, sure. Tell me where you live and I will take you there." He came down from the chair and said,
I can go my own.
and went away. "Hey, Peter, tomorrow I'm going to make some pancakes. Wanna come and eat?" I asked. I also feel alone here, so it will be great if we eat together, right? He looked back at me and said,
Yes, I will come.
The next day I came back a little early, and so I thought to clean the storeroom. It was the first time I was entering in the storeroom. When I entered, I saw it was almost empty, but there were some chairs and a big cupboard. I went near the cupboard and tried to open it, but it was full of dust. It was unused for many years, and so I had to give efforts to open it. When I finally opened it, I saw some clothes were there, clothes for kids. There were also some pieces of newspapers. I took the papers. It was all from 1985. A particular type of news cutting was there. The first headline was Accident on Fifth Avenue. I started to read the article. It told that on 2nd July 1985, a boy of 5 years died in a car crash. His name was Peter William. There was also the address of the boy, where he lived, and the address was exactly the same as my current house. There was also the picture of the boy, which was exactly the same as the boy Peter came to my house yesterday. I got speechless there. My hands were shivering. I took out the other articles, and they were all about the same incident. I was reading all the articles when suddenly two little hands hugged me from behind, and with the touch a cold wave went down my spine.
Anna, I'm here. Now you'll not feel lonely anymore. Let's eat pancakes together.
I heard Peter saying with a giggle.